Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Ninjago video here on the channel. My name is TannerFishies. In today's video, it is finally time to take a look at and discuss in great detail all of the Ninjago Dragons Rising Season 4 Part 1 and Ninjago Legacy 2026 sets. Now that all of them have been officially revealed by LEGO and all of them are up on LEGO.com, we have quite a bit to talk about in today's video. We have prices, piece counts, everything in between. We will be discussing all of that and more. And in this case, I imagine the conversation will get a little bit spicy. But like I said, we are going to be taking a closer look at all of these sets. Some of them, like the 15th anniversary Titan mech and the 4 weapons blacksmith, we've talked about already to death. So I will talk about some of these sets more briefly than others. The ones that I have not talked about though in great detail, those are what we are going to focus on for today's video. Like I said, this one is probably going to be fairly long, so sit back, relax, and feel free to leave all of your thoughts in the comments surrounding all of these sets once the video is over. I think to start, let's talk about the fact that some of these are actually up for pre-order at the moment. The 4 weapons blacksmith, as well as the Dragon of Life, Ninja Dragon Ryu's Battle, Ninja Character Display 15th Anniversary, and the Lloyd's Titan Mech 15th Anniversary, all of those sets are now up for pre-order, meaning that you can buy them now, get ahead of the crowd, and they will still ship on release time. They will still ship January 1st. It's just you are getting ahead of everyone and already making your purchases. I actually did go ahead and buy the Blacksmith 15th Anniversary and the Ninja Anniversary Display. Those two sets I knew I wanted right away, had to lock those two down. The rest of these, well, you will hear my thoughts on them. Let's start though by taking a look at the actual sets, starting with, I guess, the Jay's Dragon Mech fight. We've already talked about that one, so I won't spend too much time on it. So, like I said, I have really nothing new to say about Jay's Dragon Mech fight. I'm still probably not going to get this one. This, of course, is one of those 4+ LEGO Juniors sets with the big, ugly, specialized parts. It just doesn't really work in my opinion. I have no reason to get this thing. The minifigures are not exclusive. The only things that are the mechs, and I really don't want the mechs. So probably going to skip this one when it comes out on March 1st, 2026. Easy pass for me. Moving on. Next up here though, finally a set that I would like to spend some time talking about. We have set number 71854, Cole's Mission Mech and Dragon Zane. Now, first things first, not exactly sure what the actual name of this set is because the box just says Cole's Mission Mech, but the website here, if I can pan over, says Cole's Mission Mech and Dragon Zane. What exactly is the final name? Your guess is as good as mine. $34.99 releasing on January 1st. So $35 US for this guy. Do I think that's good value? Well, I mean, if you're going off of the price to part ratio standard that people love to bring up, I mean, 364 pieces for $34.99. Sure, I mean, it's good value on paper. However, in theory here, I'm not sure if this feels like $35 worth of stuff. I don't really think that's a fair price. Maybe 30 would have been better. Maybe even 25, but 35? I don't know about that, man. Kind of seems a little overpriced. Now, with that being said, I do plan on getting this set just because, again, this is supposed to be Cole's Golem form, and I like Cole. He's my favorite ninja. Obviously, I would love to get this because this is literally an extension of his elemental powers. However, the set most definitely treats it as a mech. It's literally called Cole's Mission Mech. The set has a lot of bells and whistles and armor and weapons. Why does his Golem form need a sword? Why does it need a missile launcher? Again, the set is very much treating it as a mech, which means that when I eventually do get this thing, which by the way, the box art looks amazing, love that. When I do eventually get this thing, I will be modifying this thing heavily. We have a video. Does the video work? It does. Look at that. So yeah, this is, oh yeah, definitely more of a mech. Going back, that's very much a mech. Fold up Cole in the cockpit, call it a day. From there, anything else here that we need to look at? I don't really believe so. Yeah, basically just a Cole mech. Now, maybe there's a reason as to why, again, in the storyline, Cole's golem form is so mechanical looking. Maybe it's his mech fused with his golem form or something like that. No idea. But as it stands, I do plan on getting this thing. I'm just going to be modifying it a lot to make it look more organic, more elemental, take away all of the stupid little missile launchers and swords and whatever else. Minifigures, we get the acid monster, Dragon Zane, the full Dragon Zane, and part of Dragon Cole. I love this, how Zane is carrying Cole because he doesn't have his wings in this set. That's adorable. Acid Monster looks good, you know, gonna be getting him in other sets too. Not really too concerned about not being able to find him. But overall, yeah, minifigure selection, maybe they could have included another minifigure. Don't see why not. Maybe that would have justified the price a little bit more. As it stands, I will be getting this one, but I do feel like it is a tad overpriced. Next up here, we have set number 71851, Kai's Dragon Mech Battle Pack. This one is going to retail for $10 US, $9.99, also coming on January 1st. Yeah, this one I actually think is pretty good. It's one of those small, you know, $10 little Ninjago mechs, but you do get 3 minifigures here, 3 very good minifigures in my opinion, and a decent mech. It's not bad in the slightest. That is a very nice little Kai mech. Again, it's nothing too crazy, but it's fine for a $10 little mech. Now, minifigures, I think, are what most people are going to be getting this set for, at least I will. And you get the Earth Monster, the new Sora, new in quotations, because that is literally just Season 3 Part 2 Sora minus the Ghost Hunter armor, so it is what it is. And also for the Kai minifigure, that is not the full Dragon Kai. He is missing the armor, the tail, and the wings. So you might need to get another set if you want the full Dragon Kai. I don't think this one has any kind of video, except for the little whoop-de-doo spin around thing. So that's cool. So yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say about this one. This is one that I do plan on getting, again, just for the figures. It's $10 for 3 minifigures. I think that's definitely justifiable. Nothing too crazy in terms of this set. It's just a small little $10 Ninjago mech. Know what you are getting into and you will have a good time. I think this one is most definitely not a bad pickup. Next up here, we have the 2 spinners. Just getting them out of the way. We have set number 71849. The Nia versus Mutation Monster Spinner. This one will be $10 US, also releasing on the 1st of January. So again, just your typical $10 little spinner set, nothing too crazy here. These work, I believe, the exact same way as the Dragon's Rising Season 3 spinners, because they are the exact same as the Dragon's Rising Season 3 spinners. You put it in the launcher, you push the button on the back, and the spinner will spin. I'm not sure if anything here shows the spinning function. Guess not. Kind of a missed opportunity there. But still, again, know what you were getting into and you will not be disappointed. The box art looks really good in my opinion for this one especially. Of course, you do get Nia and the Mutation Monster. Also, I noticed these spinner parts here. These are actually, I think, a new mold. This looks like the Acid Monster there, at least his head. So that's interesting. They didn't completely redesign the spinners, but they are redesigned to an extent. Yeah, not too bad in terms of these spinners. I'm not sure if I will get either of the spinner sets this go round because they are the exact same as last year pretty much, but that is Nia versus Mutation Monster. On the other hand here, we have set number 71850, Lloyd versus Earth Monster Spinner. Also $10, also releasing on January 1st, and surprise, surprise, this is pretty much the exact same as the other one, except now we have Lloyd and the Earth Monster, which, by the way, I will say, it does look like you can give the Earth Monster a different hat, depending on what you want. You can either go for the more plain one here, or the one with the horns. That's awesome, I guess. Customization options are available for the Earth Monster. We are also getting, again, the spinner parts in green, or at least the redesigned variants. Not too bad there. Launcher built the exact same. And again, we do have Lloyd here too, minus all of the dragon wings and the dragon helmet, the tail. Very bare bones Lloyd here. Like I said, not sure if I'm going to get either of these spinners. Maybe I will buy them on a whim Don't really need them though, so moving on. Next up here, set number 71856, Jay's transforming car, which will have 387 pieces for $55 US, $54.99, also releasing on the 1st of January. Yeah, no, that is not a good price at all. This does not feel like $55 worth of value to me. No, it does not. I do not think that is a good price at all. And by the way, 387 pieces for Jay's transforming car. The Cole's Mission Mech set that we just looked at has 364 pieces, only about 20 less parts, and it's also 20 less dollars. Where is that $20 extra value coming from? Nowhere. This does not feel like it is fairly priced at all. Is the video even going to work for this one? Guess not. Oh no, we don't get video of the super expensive, super overpriced J car. What a shame. But you can see what's going on in the rest of this set here. There is a lot going on, and I do understand that this thing does have the transformation feature, the big tires. That might jack up the price a little bit. But then, you know, why do we need this random little side tree thing? Shave that off, maybe save a couple bucks. I mean, come on. Like, what are we actually, like, doing here? Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, like I said, the car, I'm not a big fan of the car. It looks kind of ugly. I get what it's supposed to be, you know, an off-road J Roadster that can transform. Wow, the transforming feature is so cool. Yeah, this is going to be a pass for me, or at least I would like it to be a pass for me, except minifigures. It includes the full Dragon Kai, and I think that's the only set that the full Dragon Kai comes in, so yay. Thank you, Lego, for that one. We also get Jay and Nia, neither of which are complete. The Loyalist Leader, who's totally not Dr. LaRoe, that wasn't spoiled by Lego. And the Earth Monster, at least he looks kind of cool. Yeah, does the video work now? No, still no. What a shame. So yeah, overall, this one is kind of a big miss for me. I really do not like the look of this one at all. I'm not impressed by the price either, most definitely not. So I'm going to try to pass on this one, but I might need to get it just because of the minifigures. I really hope I can find some other way to complete Dragon Kai, because I really don't want this set. Next up, set number 71857, Ninja Vehicle Treehouse Battle, 642 pieces, retailing for $79.99, $80 US, also releasing on January 1st. Yeah, 80 for this thing? I think not. That is, that's insane. That is just wild. I do not see $80 worth of value at all. Like where are you seeing? There it is. Where are you seeing why are we not working, video? Where are we seeing $80 worth of value? Nowhere. At most, this should be 60. And even then, maybe it's a little bit too expensive. Okay, so talking about like the build, right? The actual build for this thing. The treehouse, what treehouse? That is the weakest treehouse I think I've ever seen. That does not look like a treehouse to me. That does not even look like a tree. I'm being completely serious. We have a little bridge walkway thing there. Hooray for that. Here's my thought process on this one, right? If it were up to me, scrap the vehicles. We've only had like 18 different Zane helicopters before this one and a million different Kai bikes. We don't need more. Get rid of the vehicles, put that budget towards the tree, actually make it look like a tree, and make it look good. Then maybe I can see myself being excited for this set, but man, I am not excited at all for this one. This one looks like a complete disaster, I'm going to be fully honest. The helicopter and the bike, again, lack of originality aside, they don't even look all that great. Minifigures are good though. There's a positive. Minifigures are good. Dragon Zane, except not really. Dragon Kai, except not really. And Dragon J, except really this time. The full Dragon J looks pretty good, I will say. Maybe it could have used dark blue instead of the normal blue for the wings, but I digress. Euphrasia looks fine. The new Euphrasia looks good. Loyalist, and again, the Acid Monster. Minifigure selection, I think, is decent, but for maybe $80, maybe they could have included a few more. Yeah, I don't like this one. That helicopter looks so bad, man. The bike too, man. I don't like either of those. So, to wrap up my thoughts on this set, obviously, I'm not thinking very positively about this one. If I don't need to get this one, I will try to actively avoid getting this one, but Euphrasia is exclusive to this set, so do I get it just for Euphrasia? Do I spend $80 just for Euphrasia? I might. Not happy about it, but I might need to do it. Otherwise, yeah, Ninja Treehouse vehicle battle thing, no. Not impressed. Next up, 4Weapons Blacksmith 15th Anniversary. We've talked about this one a lot. Like I said, we did an entire 20-minute video talking about this one. I am still very much planning on getting this one and picking it up. Like I said, I did even pre-order it. This is up for pre-order right now for $100 US. I still think that is a fair price for this thing. Despite me complaining about prices, I do think that is fair. You also get a lot of cool minifigures in this set. Not to mention, it's the 4Weapons Blacksmith. We are finally getting a decent looking blacksmith shop. Yes, please, take my money. You already did take my money, Lego. Can't wait to get my hands on this set on January 1st. And then we have set number 71860, Lloyd's Titan Mech 15th Anniversary. 1,293 pieces for $130 US. I already talked about this one enough in its own separate video. Obviously, this one is also up for pre-order. I did not pre-order this one. I am fine waiting for this one. If it sells out before I can get it, I'll just wait until it goes on sale again. I am not in a hurry to get this one. I think it does look pretty good overall just as a big Lloyd mech, but again, I'm still not fully convinced by the need for this thing to exist. I feel like this was a very weird one to pick for Ninjago Legacy. It's a good set, don't get me wrong, like objectively it is a really good Lego mech. It's just not something that I need right away, you know? And I'm still not fully convinced by this thing, again, needing to exist. This one also releases on March 1st, by the way. Moving on, we have set number 71866 here, the Ninja Character Display 15th Anniversary. For 447 pieces, you are going to be paying $45 US for this thing, also releasing on the 1st of January, and this one is up for pre-order right now. I did pre-order this thing because obviously, just look at this thing. This for $45 is insane. Now, obviously, this is another Ninjago Legacy set, very much supposed to be the monastery gates here, which, I mean, okay, the gates look fine. It's just that one chunk of the gate. You get the door, you get some of the steps, you get a portion of the cherry tree, but still, man, $45 for a bunch of minifigures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with Master Wu. That's amazing. 8 minifigures for $45 and you get everything else on top. Yeah, like I said, crazy value. Definitely a lot better compared to a lot of the other sets that we just looked at, that's for sure. And speaking of those minifigures, yeah, I feel like getting this set just for the figure selection, no shame in that at all. We get Cole ZX, Jay ZX, who still looks terrible, Samurai X Nia, who looks very good, the Master of Lightning, who looks extremely good. Look at her. She is amazing. 1-to-1 from the show. Beautiful. Love it. No notes. Incredible. Kai ZX, Lloyd ZX, and Zane ZX, who does have a new face under there. Now, supposedly the other face is Zane's torn up robot face. I haven't seen anything that confirms that. That's just what I've heard through rumors. Really hope that's the case, though, and they didn't just give him a Lego City generic face. Also, again, the display does have a lot of other stuff going on, including this little tea shop section, a tea party, if you will, showcasing, again, the battle between Master Wu and Garmadon, where Garmadon was struck down to the underworld. Love that. That's incredible. I think that's amazing. Yeah, though, for $45, yeah, take my money. Lego did take my money because, like I said, I pre-ordered this thing. I had to because it's just so great. Again, great value. And again, all of your figures can fit on the stand, including the Master of Lightning. Just take her stand, plug her into the side of the thing there, and there you go. Every single one of your figures can fit on this display stand. I think that is exceptional. This might be one of my favorite sets from this wave, most definitely. Yeah, nothing really negative to say about this one. I will say, if I had to pick one thing to complain about, again, that J is insane. I don't like how that looks at all. People have also been talking about the Scythe of Quakes. All of the ninja do include their golden weapons, including the Blade of Energy, or whatever that's supposed to be. But the Scythe of Quakes, I mean, it's not a bad look. Could have been a lot better, though, you know, obviously. Nunchucks look good, I will say that. But yeah, that's going to pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts on this set. Definitely a highlight for me, for sure. Had to get this one, had to pre-order it. I am very excited to get my hands on it on the 1st of January. Next up, we have this one, set number 71855 here. Ninja Dragon Ryu's Battle, 347 pieces for, wait for it, $45 US. Not too terrible, at least not compared to some of the other horrible offenders in this wave. I think Jay's car still is the worst in terms of value, but come on. $45 for 347 pieces. I think maybe 40 would have been better. 35 would have been amazing. Maybe it's those wings and the molded Ryu head that really jack up the price here. But yeah, obviously this is supposed to be Ryu's like next stage in his evolution, I guess you could say. Why are the videos having trouble? Dude, why are the videos having trouble? But anyway, yeah, bigger Ryu, more long Ryu, more lanky Ryu. It's supposed to be the next Ryu. And I think overall, I like the look of it. I like how long his like front arms are. That's kind of funny. He also has the golden armor, as you can see. Not too shabby there. The head looks ridiculous. Not a big fan of how that looks with the jaw. Again, that's supposed to be a jaw. He's supposed to be holding the sword. I think the problem, though, is that they did not use a different Ryu head mold. They just reused the previous one, which already had a jaw built in. So again, Ryu has a jaw there and a jaw there. Maybe you could see this as some kind of beard or something like that, but I can't unsee that other jaw. They should have just built an entirely new head mold for Ryu, or just reused one of the other several Dragon's Rising Dragon head molds that we had, just repaint it for Ryu. But overall, I mean, the Ryu design isn't terrible. I do like how long and lanky he is, kind of taking after Rontu to an extent. I also think him holding the sword is pretty funny. I like the saw blade on his tail, but I don't know, man. This one might be one that I modify. I do want to get this one. I think I will get this one, but again, I will very much heavily modify it. Minifigures, we have Dragon Nia, a Loyalist, the Mutation Monster, and the new Aaron. The new Aaron looks pretty good in my opinion. Can't really say too much about that one. It looks fine. Maybe a little bit too much dark blue, but I think it looks pretty good. Dragon Nia looks great as well. No real complaints coming from me there. Loyalist and Mutation Monster, not much else to say about those two. Yeah, though, overall, not a terrible looking Ryu. Like I said, I think this is probably my favorite Ryu design. I just feel like it needs some heavy modifications and maybe a cheaper price. Definitely not perfect, but still probably going to be grabbing this one when it releases on the 1st of January. And finally, the last set here is set number 71859, the Dragon of Life. 1,050 pieces for, let's see, $109.99. Also, this one is up for pre-order. The Ryu one was as well. I did not buy either of those. I did not buy the Ryu one, and I definitely did not buy this one, at least not yet. Do I plan on buying this one, though? I mean, I'm gonna have to for the minifigures, obviously, because just getting right into that right away, we have here exclusive to this set, Dragon Cole and Dragon Lloyd, so yeah, gonna have to get this set. Everyone else comes in other sets, so Kind of disappointing there that I have to get this entire set just for 2 figures, but it is what it is. Overall, though, the dragon itself, again, like I've said in several videos before, I do not really care for the look of this dragon. I feel like the wings are the worst part of this set by far, just the whole Technic gimmick thing. I get why they wanted to include that gimmick, but it just kind of makes the entire dragon, at least the wing section, look ugly and unfinished and bare bones. I just do not like the look of that at all. With different wings, this could have been an awesome forest dragon, and in a way, I would like to modify this. Maybe by giving it the guardian dragon wings, that would have been amazing. Maybe the wings from Lloyd's legendary dragon from Ninjago Core, maybe those are a little bit too blue. But as it stands, I mean, yeah, it could have been so much more. It could have been a lot cleaner. It could have been a lot better. I do like how it looks on the back here. Looks very mighty, very stoic. If I cover up the wings, it might not look too bad. You also get this little side build here with the Sword of Fire. I doubt that has any story relevance. I think it's just a reuse of a part. But yeah, I mean, like I said, very mixed on this thing. Oh, the little earth monster mech is kind of funny. I like that, actually. That looks pretty fun. I hope that's in the show. Other minifigures that you get here, aside from the exclusive ones, Zane, Acid Monster, Totally Not, Dr. LaRoe, Loyalist, Sora, Aaron, and the Earth Monster. Yeah, not a bad minifigure selection there. 2 exclusives, like I said. Maybe they could have included more. They could always include more minifigures, let's be real. But yeah, the Dragon of Life, kind of mixed on it. All things considered. I will be getting this one though, just maybe not right away. And with that being said, that is pretty much going to wrap it up for all of my thoughts surrounding every individual set here. However, before we wrap up, I would like to discuss the question, the big question that Ninjago fans have been discussing, and this question does not involve the Ninjago Legacy sets. I feel like the Legacy sets are kind of just doing their own thing. So excluding Ninjago Legacy, is this the worst Ninjago wave ever? Well, in my opinion, it's definitely not the worst Ninjago wave of all time. At least I don't think so. But it's definitely the weakest Dragon's Rising wave, at least so far, in my personal opinion. I feel like each of these Dragon's Rising Season 4 sets I have issues with somewhere. I feel like every single one of them has something that they could have improved upon. Can't really say the same for the Legacy stuff, which is why I feel like obviously here, Legacy won. Legacy very clearly took priority at LEGO, and Dragon's Rising Season 4 was kind of forced to work with what they had, and like I said, I do like a lot of what Dragon's Rising Season 4, at least in terms of the sets, has to offer, but yeah, I think I have issues with every single one of these. Maybe the best Dragon's Rising Season 4 set is, I don't know, because again, I have issues with all of them. Which one do I have the least amount of issues with? Honestly, maybe the Kai's Dragon Mech Battle Pack. And it's probably not good that this is my favorite set of the Dragon's Rising Season 4 wave, but honestly, it might be. Again, Legacy very clearly won here. I did not pre-order any of the Dragon's Rising Season 4 stuff. No, I'm good. But hey, those are just my opinions, and thank you so much for watching today's video, everyone. That has been my full extensive look at all of the Ninjago Dragon's Rising Season 4 and Legacy 2026 January and March sets. Leave all of your thoughts in the comments. Which ones do you plan on picking up? Which ones are you skipping? Which ones do you think need improvement? Who do you think won here? Dragon's Rising Season 4 or Ninjago Legacy? Gee, I wonder. I wonder who the winner is. I wonder which has the better quality sets. What a mystery this is. But like I said, guys, leave all of your thoughts down below. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will talk to you guys again very, very soon. Peace.